Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pub Suds and Grubs presents
The Speakeasy.
And it is a time to celebrate because it's
2022 is over and 2023 is here.
yes, New Year's.
It is New Year.
Yes, we are doing our New Year's episode today, and we got a lot to talk about, a lot that happened this year, and we're excited to share some stuff.
Yep.
And, yeah.
2022 is finally over.
Yes.
This year went by very fast.
It went by fast, but I feel like the older we get, it just keeps going faster
That's
and
not
faster.
good.
It is not good because that means we're going to be 90.
That means we're not knocking on heaven's door.
Yes. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Even like winter, when winter comes now, we're like, oh, it's going to be a long winter. Like we're about to hit January, and
But it always is, though.
yeah, it doesn't feel. I feel like November and January haven't been as bad lately as far as freezing cold. If you can get through January and February, at least in Jersey,
You're okay.
You're okay. Because then come March, you think like St. Patrick's Day,
Right.
and you think going to like parades and things like that, and you're like, oh, wait, I was wearing a light jacket at that point.
Right.
So it wasn't that bad, you know? That's the way I look at things. Is what holiday?
Although last St.
going on?
Patrick's Day was like 20 degrees.
Was it?
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, well, now you just ruined it for me. So.
Well, no, like you said, though, you get through January and February, and then you got something to actually look forward to. Spring's
Yes.
around the corner
Yes.
because it's so gloomy. January and February is so gloomy.
But then, like, sometimes, like, during the summer, like, when it's really hot out and I'm sitting in the house and I have the day off or something and I'm like, I should be outside. If it was the winter and I had a day like this, I'd be taking advantage of it
Right.
and doing everything, you know? But then, I don't know. And
You know what's weird? You know what I was thinking about? Like now it's cold now, right? So the heat's
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
And you look at the heat.
is on.
The heat is on.
Yes.
My thermostat in my house, I put it to like 67 to keep warm. I want to be warm. 67, 68 degrees because I want the heat on. I want to be warm.
Okay.
In the summer, I have the AC on at 67 or 68 to keep cool.
Yes.
That's so strange.
But it's just the temperature you want in the house.
67, 68.
See, that's the thing. And really quick, like my wife will, in the wintertime, she wants it at like 68. And then in the summer, she wants it at like 71. So it's kind of a conserving energy kind of attitude.
Right.
But I'm like, she's like, no, it feels different. I was like, no, 69 is 69.
Right.
I want it at 69 at all times.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's winter or summer or whatever. I want it at 69.
But it's a different 69, though.
Yeah.
It's different. Like,
Well,
you're
it's-
using it to warm up. Like, as you
I know.
fucking freezing.
I
And
kn-
you can even go to 70.
I
Because sometimes
know.
you get cold.
And it's drier air, which I'm sure plays a part in
Yeah,
it. In the winter, summer, you get more of the, the humidity, I guess. And
Even if I have the air conditioner on 70, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Taking my clothes off. It's so
Yes.
hot.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
70 in my house with the I got the
When I-
blanket.
When I
hate the weather.
sleep, I have a temperature control leg. So if I'm too hot, that
Yeah.
one leg comes
Yeah,
out.
one leg.
And it'll regulate
Yep.
me, you know.
Even at night when I'm sleeping, right? If you wake up in the middle of the night and you're hot, you let that one leg out,
Yeah.
and within like 5 minutes, you're like, all right, I'm
Oh,
cold.
yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, and I'll fall back asleep with that leg out.
Yeah.
Or even my feet out sometimes, it depends.
You're not afraid something's going to grab your feet that you don't know that's there?
Or someone's going to tickle your toes.
I'm always afraid something's going to grab my feet. Yeah. Anywho,
It is New Year's, and we have a New Year's themed beer.
we have a New Year's themed here. Magnify. Magnify always has a holiday themed beer out.
Yes, they do.
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Hop gravy.
But you know what gets them to sell it, though? That's the
Yes.
thing.
I like that, though. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it gets me to buy it.
So, yes, it kind of seems like we've been drinking a lot of Magnify.
Magnify,
but there's
yeah.
not many breweries that are coming with these themed beers, and
Right.
we're like, all right, let's do it again.
And November and December are full of themes. And October,
Yes,
So
and you want that, even though it tastes nothing like a new year or doesn't taste
No,
anything
no.
like, but we'll find out. Maybe it does. Maybe it's new beginnings when we taste this.
this beer is called New Year's Resolutions. And it's
Okay.
8.3 double IPA.
What is on the can there,
It's
John?
so funny. It's everything that has to do with a gym. I see a treadmill. I see sneakers. I see a dumbbell.
I think they're
I see a
insinuating that
bicep.
anyone that makes a New Year's resolution says they're going to do the
It's
gym.
the gym. That's got to be. That's the number one New Year's resolution.
Yes, that's why
is
the
the
gyms
gym.
are packed for January and then
Yeah,
empty
and then
out
that's it.
in February.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll start my gym membership in March when everybody's done, and then I'll go to like June, and then I'll be done.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a
But
couple months.
8.3%. Let's
Yeah.
give it a. Let's
Yeah,
give it a
yeah, I want
whirl.
to try this, man. I haven't had this one yet.
Cheers.
So
Happy New Year's.
exciting. Happy New Year's, dude.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. Good job, Magnify.
Yeah, it's not fruity.
Yeah,
It's,
it's not like super like sweet or any of that.
Right, no,
it's
it's
got
good.
very unique. What hops? Does it say what hops are in there?
It does not.
Oh, I wish I knew because I feel like it's just one distinctive hop in
That
there.
tastes like this.
Yes, that we get our beers and we're like, oh, it tastes like that hop.
Yeah.
I almost feel like now if we can kind of match those beers, we should take notes and be like, oh, it's got that taste.
Maybe that should be our New Year's resolution. Start trying to
Dissect.
dissect the beers
Yeah.
and be able to figure out the hops that they use
Yeah.
without looking.
And what was the ABV? I'm sorry, did you say
8.3?
8.3? Huh?
8.3. That's an odd number too, right? 8.3.
Yeah, that's hey, whatever works. You know,
I even bought my Magnify merch when I went into buy. Yeah.
I had
They had one baby gorilla size left, and I was able to buy it.
I had a Magnifying shirt. It was like one that was specific for like the summer.
Yeah.
It was like Hawaiian themed, like Magnify, and I made the mistake of I was doing the spray foam that you have. I was outside. We had a mouse that whatever came in. I'm like I was trying to pinpoint where it might have been coming from. So I was spray pointing every crack underneath the house and everything.
Got on your shirt.
It got on my shirt, and I was like, oh, that shirt's ruined now. So I still kept it just in case I ever want to paint or something, but
I could have sworn you had a Magnify shirt.
that was the one.
I know you have
probably.
a hat.
No, that was the one, though. That was the one. And
I thought you had one that looked like this, because that's what I said. I was like, oh, I got to get one that looks like
No.
Ken so we can match.
No, I don't have that one. That looks like new Magnify stuff. Mine was a little older.
I'll have to pick you up one the next time I go.
Yeah, it's a nice shirt. I like it, dude. But yeah, awesome beer, Magnify. Hopefully everyone's resolutions will come true after drinking this beer. So you should go and buy this beer if you haven't yet.
I am not doing New Year's resolutions this year.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
tough.
keep up with them. I don't get it done. Last year's resolutions were BS. I think I was just trying to make stuff up for the show. They lasted a week, if that.
So it was a waste of time.
And it was a waste of time because everybody. They write down. This is what I'm gonna do for the new year.
Yeah.
I'm gonna budget my money. I'm gonna blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No,
no.
you're not.
No.
No, you're not.
I agree. I think that it's kind of a waste. I think that
Just do you. Just
you
do you.
fail yourself when it doesn't happen. You feel like you failed
Yeah,
yourself when
yeah.
it doesn't happen the way you wanted to, and
Just do you. You want to go to the gym, go to the gym. You want to budget your money, budget your money. You want to drink less beer, drink less
Well,
beer. Just do it. Don't make it a resolution. Because
Yes.
then when you break it, you're like, I failed. No, you didn't fail.
well, I think part of the journey is being mentally ready to take on that journey, and maybe January 1st isn't always that time for you. Maybe
Right.
March 5th is that time, and you're like, you know what?
Right.
I'm mentally ready to do this right now, and I can start it.
Right.
And that's not always the case if you say you commit to a date that whatever.
And honestly, the beginning of the year, January, February, those are like depressing months. It's
They
dark.
are.
It's cold. It's wet with
Yes.
the snow. You kind of just staying inside. There's nowhere to go. There's no beach. There's no event really.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
January is like my least favorite
Right.
month.
So-
All that fun from the holidays is over.
Right.
At least February, you have the Super Bowl.
So why would you want to start? Yeah, you got that's something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But why would you want to start something life changing in like a depressing month? You know what I
You
mean?
gotta do it in the spring when the flowers
and
are
when you
coming
get your
out.
pep in your step, you know?
And everything's coming to life, and
Right.
you're feeling alive, and you're ready for a beach bod. You know.
That first like 65-degree day in like April or March,
Yeah.
and you're like, yes, I'm outside. Now I'm going to start exercise. Blah, blah, blah. That's the time to do
That's the time to do it. Yeah, you got to be fat for January.
it. Yeah, you need to keep warm.
Yeah,
You need
you need the blubber.
you need hair and blubber. Women, stop shaving your legs and your armpits in January. I mean,
Yes.
you wear long sleeves anyway.
Just
Who gives a
be
shit?
free.
Stay warm.
Yeah, stay warm. Grow those winter coats.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, but I don't know. Everyone's different. With
How was
that.
your 2022? Was it all right? Or-
How was my 2022? It wasn't exciting. It wasn't exciting at all. It was nothing to brag about. Nothing
average
to,
year?
Yeah, it was just another year. I mean, I mean, it's nice to see my kid grow and see him doing new things and trying new things.
Yeah.
Any parent knows, once you have children, you kind of stop living for you in a way. You start living for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I would say anything that it pleases my son makes me happy, I guess. Good. So, and but yeah, nothing really that I can say off the top of my head right now. I would say is memorable. How about you?
Yeah, no, 2022 sucked.
Yeah,
didn't like it. Looking forward to 2023. Although at the same time, like what you said, you look forward to the time with your kids and them growing up. But my kids are growing up fast as the years go.
Yeah,
they'll be 13 in 2023.
That's
so it's
nuts.
like you're kind of almost
teenagers in the household.
They don't want as much to do it yet anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean? So as I am looking forward to the new year because 2022 wasn't great to me.
Yeah,
it wasn't. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Like everybody, I guess. I'm not looking forward to getting older and my kids getting more detached from wanting to do stuff with mommy and daddy.
Yeah. But that's also more mommy and daddy time,
That's true. Absolutely. That's true.
Yeah. And
that's when mommy and daddy reconnect and
yeah.
And keep doing what they were doing before the kids were born. Yeah.
Yes.
No, you're right. You're right. Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
And kind of go on dates again, go out to dinner. And do things more like that. And
if we see each other out while we're on dates, I mean, we just
be
cordial with each other and
exactly.
say hello.
Just give a nod.
Just give a nod. It's nice to see you out on a date.
Yeah, well, but there's other things that happen in 2022 besides us. We are not the center of the world.
No, I mean,
anything, so.
Crazy COVID was still around in 2022, right? We had different variances in 2022.
Yeah, we had the Omicron, and there's been so many damn variants nowadays.
Yep.
But it seems like people have finally accepted, at least I think this year, have accepted this is going to be the way of life.
Right.
This is not going anywhere, and we got to just live.
Right.
Well,
the flu made its return in 2022. The flu went away for a couple years.
Well, that was because everyone was wearing a mask, probably, and they were
or we just called it COVID. But
I don't know. Well, think about it though. People had less colds, less this, that, whatever. So you become a little bit more susceptible to some of these things that you haven't had in a long time.
Yeah. I did contract COVID for the second time in 2022. My kids, too. They got the COVID and the flu.
Yeah.
Except for my one daughter. She hasn't gotten COVID yet. But the other one has. Twice. And the flu. And to me, it looked the same.
Feels the same.
But it's neither here nor there. But nobody's dying anymore, thank God. But yeah, the COVID case was in 2022 was still around.
Yeah. Well, such is life.
Such is life.
And... But what else happened?
What else?
As far as not us. I mean, anything that you can...
inflation, gas prices were at an all-time high, right? How many times did we complain about gas?
Yes, which it's going back down now.
It is going back down.
It's going down.
But for how long, we don't know.
Yes, because...
And what made it go down? You didn't see anything on the news like, oh, we struck oil, gas prices are going down. Like, what?
They're probably getting it from the Venezuelans, and they don't want to talk about it because Venezuelans, their government is... crap.
Crazy.
They're lunatics. But that, yes, inflation hit us hard this year.
Very hard this year.
I mean, prices on everything has gone up. There's this one restaurant not too far from me, and my wife and my kid, we went there, and it was like, we went there a couple years ago when we first moved to the area. Like, wow, prices are so damn expensive. I went there again recently, and I was like, they must have not changed their prices because now they seem normal.
Yeah, right.
Because everything has gone up so much.
Right.
But yes, inflation, the war.
The war, Ukraine Russia invaded Ukraine.
Yes.
That was another crazy thing of 2022 that people were talking about and still talking about because it's still going on.
Still going on, and we don't know how long that's going to be going on for.
And I believe who's the president of Russia? Zelensky? Is that what? I'm sorry, Ukraine.
Well, there's Putin and there's Zelensky.
Yeah, Zelensky, right? I think he was the Times Man of the Year, right?
Oh, yeah?
I believe so.
Yeah, I mean, he was like the Ronald Reagan of Ukraine.
He came up and he was fighting right with his soldiers. He didn't hide.
Yeah. Well, I'm only saying that because Ronald Reagan was an actor, and so was this guy. He was an actor.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he actually.
I didn't know that.
Zelensky?
Yeah.
Yeah, he actually played the president as an actor.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Is that how he got it? He was so believable in his role?
He must have been. That guy needs an Oscar.
I had no clue of that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's what. Hence the name. Ronald Reagan was an actor. Hence,
He was a cowboy.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, that was big news. Anything else you can think of off the top of your head?
Abortion.
Oh, there was a lot of things going on. We, don't talk too much on that, but there was a lot of things going on regarding that and banning and all that stuff.
The Queen passed away.
Yes, the Queen.
I think that was huge news.
Yeah, and what is now, dude? We haven't brought these Netflix shows now.
Yeah.
With the Prince,
and Meghan
Markle. Yeah. What's I mean,
I've seen like the trailer and I've read bits and pieces. I haven't watched it yet.
I don't know if I'll watch it.
I don't know if
because I feel like I'm putting like if we
money
keep
in their pockets.
Yes, if we keep watching it and they're getting those ratings, then they'll have like a season 2 or something. We're like, all right, you guys are rich.
Well, actually, apparently in that show though, I think they're almost like putting them down a little bit. Right?
The royal family
or them like.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched it.
It seems like not a lot of people are big fans of that Meghan Markle. Is that her name, Meghan Markle?
Yeah, well, I'm sure a lot of Brits aren't because she's American.
Yeah.
She's, they're like, well, it was all fine until the Americans came.
Yeah.
Which they might be right, but, but that's something, the royal family, the Queen passing, that was something.
You got a new king. It doesn't seem people are very happy with the new king.
Well, we've talked about him. He seems like a prick.
Yeah.
But
so that happened in 2022.
Yeah, that was another one. Yeah. Anything that we're bringing up, we'll probably have talked about, just for full disclosure, because
we're just trying to reflect.
We're revisiting that now. Yeah, we're revisiting what we've.
We lost a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, we did.
We lost a lot of celebrities.
Yeah, there's quite a few big names out there. Most recently,
younger names too. It's not even like they died because they were so old.
Yeah, that guy Twitch just was the most recent one.
I'm not too familiar with him. Apparently, he committed suicide.
Committed suicide and rented a hotel room, and there was really no sign. Apparently, his wife just said he just left in a flash. He just had to leave, and and
so strange.
I'm done trying to figure that out, because every time, it's just something that
mental health is just as bad as cancer, and it's mental health is not good.
But it's just
it's a sickness, just like everything else, and it should be taken very seriously.
He just, I caught a couple episodes of that Ellen, and I just remember seeing the guy on there, and he
I'm not familiar.
Just seems, and I think he was on Dancing with the Stars or something too. But I haven't watched that either. But yeah, he just seemed like such an uppity, happy guy. I don't know how his wife was as a person, but very pretty.
Right.
Had children. And, it just seems like he got a lot going for him. And he was at a prime spot in his life. Ellen, the show was done with, but now he had so much more opportunities.
She's not on anymore?
No. That ended
because she was
recently.
mean? Is it because
I think that's what it was, yeah.
She's mean to everybody?
She was mean. But that was recent. Kirstie Alley, we had mentioned, too, recently.
We lost Sidney Poitier.
Yes.
Famous actor,
great actor,
right?
yeah.
Bob Saget.
Earlier this year, Bob Saget.
And we were talking about that, and I didn't even remember it was this year. It felt like it's been so long now.
Yeah.
And
Jessica, what's her name? Murder, She Wrote?
Angela Lansbury.
She played Jessica there or something like that.
Angela Lansbury. There were so many. Bobby Coltrane.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Bobby Coltrane. Meatloaf.
Mr.
Meatloaf passed away. Louis Anderson, famous comedian.
Ray Liotta.
We lost Gallagher.
Wow.
Ivan Reitman, director of Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
he passed away.
Sorvino.
Paul Sorvino from Goodfellas.
Yeah.
Sally Kellerman, she was a popular actress back in the day. Tall, beautiful woman. William Hurt. Taylor Hawkins, drummer from Foo Fighters, passed away.
Yeah, that's right.
There were so many people. Gilbert
Godfrey, yes.
Naomi Judd, oh my God, the list is insane this year. What's wrong with 2022?
There was quite a few. There was definitely quite a few.
James Caan, Sonny from Goodfellas passed away, and Elf. Come on, Paulie Walnuts passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, what a bad year. What a bad year. I'm ready to move on.
I think 2020 was worse, but 2020 was my worst year I've lived so far.
Because of COVID?
I had everything. Yeah, between that, things with, like I said, with the thyroid cancer and all that. My business, all that stuff. Everything it was a tough year.
It's funny though how it's changed. Like for me, 2020, I didn't think was so bad.
Yeah.
I think the pandemic was the big news, right? Obviously, 2020, but I reconnected with my family more because there was nowhere to go. It was kind of just
So you're saying there were silver
hunker down,
linings.
yeah, hunker down with your family
Yeah.
and do stuff as a family because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
And so that worked out. But yeah, I can see on your side.
Yeah, there was a lot going on that year. Yeah, so it was.
Well, 2022, my daughter was diagnosed with diabetes, so it wasn't fun.
Yes,
You know,
that's true.
It wasn't fun.
It's true, but I got to watch what I say. By the way, because I said 2020 was like my worst year, but I actually got married.
Oh yeah. Well,
So 2020 was my worst year.
and your best year at the same time. Yes.
Oh.
And honestly, that's what I'm saying. Look back, how bad was it? That was pretty cool, man. You did it in
Yeah.
your backyard.
Yes.
You didn't have to go crazy with wedding plans.
Yes.
You did it in your backyard. It was intimate, but everybody did get to see it because you had it out there,
Yes.
on the web for everybody to see.
Yeah, it was nice, and to have our
was
son,
pretty cool,
our
man.
son come up and bring the ring up, and all
Yeah,
that
that was
stuff.
pretty cool back
it was
there,
just,
honestly.
it was nice. It was special.
It was.
And we had your father marry us.
Yeah, and I got to be there.
John was a photographer.
Yeah, rolling up and down the hill.
Hey, mission accomplished. That's all I could say.
That was a good thing, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Big giant weddings are overrated. If I were to do it again, I'm doing it in your backyard too.
Yeah, yeah. Come on. I remember your father going, "It smells like manure around here."
Yeah, well, that's.
I said that's the area. A lot of farms around
Yeah,
here. Yeah, you're gonna get that. Yeah.
There's a couple cows right over there.
Yeah. Actually, there's been stories like on Facebook groups and stuff, like our local Facebook group. Someone lose their cow on
that's
Fifth
funny.
Street. Yeah.
That's where I want to live. I want to go somewhere the cow can escape and be on my front lawn.
He's like, "I'm free."
Yeah.
And they'd catch him, bring him back. You're going straight to the slaughterhouse.
Yep.
You're in trouble.
And then we get burgers and steaks.
And they taste delicious.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that was I don't know. This year, I think this coming year, I have excitement towards 2023 though.
I do too.
you
It can't
know?
be as bad as 2022 was.
Yeah.
So I guess.
I think every year after the pandemic had shown its face and everything,
getting better and better.
it's going to get better and better. We're going to come back to, coming back to life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the best way to put it. Listen to this, man. I mean, I had this conversation yesterday with someone about our children and how our children how they were affected by the pandemic. And she was talking about, she's like, "Oh, my son doesn't know what to do when he sees family." The other day or something, she's like, he went up to someone and patted their back or something.
Good to see you, Grandma.
They're like, you can hug. It's okay.
Yeah,
it's
right,
all right.
right.
Because the kids are so confused by it now,
They are. I mean,
And-
they missed out on a whole year with friends and socialism. They missed out on a lot of stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Socializing.
Socialism.
Socialism.
They missed out on the socialists.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Yeah.
Socializing with their friends. That's
Yes.
what it's
And how it affected them. I'm kind of happy that my son was
younger.
younger through a lot of.
He
'cause-
might not remember that. When he
Yes,
gets older.
I think he'll remember the masks, but I think a lot of it he won't remember. Now, your daughters, on the other hand, grew up a little bit more in it. They were going to school at the time.
Yes.
My son was in daycare when it first came about. So,
Right. And they were schooling from home, which was absolutely awful.
yes.
But I mean, and we drank like this over the computer.
Yes.
Right.
Remember we had Zoom?
We had Zoom. We had beer
Yeah.
shares on Zoom, so it was not.
And
We weren't even sharing beers. We were drinking our own thing.
And
but
that's when
was the
everyone
only way to see
became
each
true alcoholics was 2020. But let's get back to 2023 and what we expect and things to come. I don't know. I feel like it's going to be an adventurous year. I feel like there's going to be some cool things. A couple of the guys we've been talking about a few times, maybe doing a vacation or doing something.
yeah, we're trying to plan a guys trip.
Yeah, just for a weekend or something. Yeah. I want to do things with my family now. I mean, I haven't been on a plane since 2017. And that was my last real vacation.
I've
So
been on a plane since 2010.
yeah, Well, you still have been on like kind of real vacations, though, right?
Yes, I have. I have. Yeah, this 2022 is my first year back on a cruise since the pandemic because that's my
Yeah.
favorite vacation. I
Yeah.
love being on the boat in the middle of the water.
Yeah.
We drove down to South Carolina and we got to see a new state, and that was probably the highlight of 2022.
Did you stop by south of the border there or get
No,
fireworks?
we drove right by it. No,
Yeah.
that place is creepy.
I love seeing the signs, though. You're 20 miles away from the south of
Pedro says, "Stop here. Try my wiener."
Try my wiener.
No, but we stopped at Buc-ee's. I found Buc-ee's, and Buc-ee's is the coolest thing in the world, and I can't wait to find Buc-ee's.
It's funny that you mentioned Buc-ee's. My brother-in-law lives in Texas, and apparently Buc-ee's is a big thing. So he, in the past, had sent my son a Buc-ee's blanket.
Awesome.
We thought it was like a football team or something.
Buc-ee's with the beaver on it?
And my wife goes, "Yeah, I think he's like a huge fan of this team or something, you know." And then he came to visit up here, and he brought a Buc-ee's coffee mug.
Right.
And now I'm kind of like, what is this Buc-ee's? What is this about? Like, because this doesn't look like it's a team.
No, it's definitely not a team.
And my wife goes, apparently it's like a big like
It's a rest stop, basically.
yeah, like a rest stop.
But the coolest rest stop you'll ever see.
It's like a big thing. It's like
Dude, I loved it.
like
Stopped there twice on the way down.
Walmart
on the way back.
of rest stops or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Awesome place.
Yeah.
They need them up here.
Yeah, Buc-ee's.
Yeah, I'll take a Buc-ee's over a Wawa.
Is there any place that you would say that other states have that you would want here? Like you want, like any restaurant, anything that, like a Carl's Jr. or like, you know?
Yeah, I mean, there's a hamburger spot down in the southern states that are like White Castle. You know, I forgot what it's called, but it's supposed to be like the Southern's White Castle, and they're supposed to be even better.
Better than White Castle.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't had a slider in years.
And if you see, Royal Farms is starting to make their way up here. That's a southern gas station that makes their homemade fried chicken.
I love when Cracker Barrel came to Jersey. You know,
I love They need more Cracker Barrels.
Yeah,
up
more.
northern.
Yeah, I have one that's about 20 minutes
Mount
from me.
Arlington.
Yeah,
that's
Mount
really
Arlington.
the only one closest to me too, unless you start going down the turnpike. But I love.
Oh
Cracker
God,
Barrel.
yeah, some chicken fried steak.
Oh baby.
But is there? I'm just trying to think like Waffle Houses, things like that.
We have no Waffle Houses.
Yeah.
We have no. What's the other? Denny's. There's no Denny's around.
We
here.
used to have Denny's.
There's a Denny's. I think the closest Denny's is like Elizabeth, and I'm not going.
There used to be one in Linters.
No, there was
In the-
not a Denny's
In the Bruno
Lindhurst.
Strip Mall, buddy. There was one. Yeah,
That was a Perkins.
Oh, that was a Perkins.
Come on.
I'm sorry. He's right.
Of course.
I thought it was Denny's.
No, it was Perkins.
Yeah.
And it was nasty in there.
Well, isn't Denny's and Perkins like the same thing, anyways?
I don't know.
I think it is.
Probably.
It's like IHOPs, you know?
Yeah. I haven't been to an IHOPs in a long time. I'm not an
Yeah,
IHOP guy.
he says, I want a Denny's here. Meanwhile, he doesn't even go to IHOP. It's like the same thing. It's cheap, too, man. It's so freaking cheap. When I went out to California, they had it was called Del Taco.
Oh, I've heard of Del Taco.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I remember having it. You know, we have our Taco Bells here, and
Yeah, but that's totally different. Just Taco Bell's a chain. Del Taco it's a chain, but it's like
it is a chain. Yeah.
better ingredient, like a Moe's, I think, like a Chipotle. Like I think it's like better ingredients.
God, this was back in 2002, maybe when I was over there. So, it's been 20 years or so.
Let's open one up.
Yeah, man.
Pub Suds and Grubs presents Del's Tacos.
Del Taco. We have Sonic now, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, dude, what's up with Chick-fil-A?
I don't know.
What is up? What crack are they putting in this stuff, man?
I've never eaten.
Yeah.
I've never had Chick-fil-A.
Oh, no?
I'm not
It's pretty good.
Never had Chick-fil-A.
I like it.
I don't want to wait an hour online.
Yeah, but what's...
I don't want to.
I'll pass by Chick-fil-A at noon, which is obvious. Huge line. I drive past at 2 p.m.
It's the same.
Same thing. 4, same thing.
Same thing.
It's just a line all day.
I'm not waiting.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting.
I have a feeling the line moves fast, though, because if people are still willing to wait on that line all the time,
Right.
they close on Sundays, and they're just super, that's just like...
They all go to church.
Yeah, they're living a dream, man.
Yep.
And, yeah, good for them. Good for them. You know, it's nice to see that they can stick to some of that traditional way, and the guy's a firm believer in what he believes in, and he doesn't really care. He's going to say, "This is the way we do it." So, But
have you ever had like a Carl's Jr. or anything? I know there's a Hardee's in
Yeah.
Passaic.
Yeah, I had Carl's Jr.
It's the same thing, right? Carl's Jr. Hardee's?
Yeah,
It's the
yes.
same.
Yeah. It's like the same thing, yeah. When I was in California back in 2001, I think it was 2002.
It looks like a Sonic type of place. It's not like a Burger King
it's like
or McDonald's.
Yeah, it's a fast food kind of
Is it?
joint, yeah.
Like that, though, yeah?
Yeah.
Or like a Dairy Queen. Like, we don't have Dairy Queens with, like, food around by us. It's all just ice cream. You go to Dairy Queen anywhere else, like around my area, then you got food, but we don't have.
Yeah, I've been to a couple, but that's the thing. Once again, we'll go back to it. You're like, oh, it'd be cool to have it here, but we wouldn't go, you know?
No, yeah, it's true.
It seems like we'll go once just because let's check it out.
When Sonic opened up by us, I was there like once or twice, and then I was like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
I find going back to my traditional Wendy's or if I want fast food, or Taco Bell or something like that.
I don't do too much fast food anymore.
No,
my stomach has turned. It turned for the worse in 2022. I cannot handle, and I just don't. My taste, but I just don't like it anymore.
I think for me, it depends on if I'm really feeling lazy and I don't want to cook for the family because I usually do most of the cooking. So, if I don't want to do, my son's like, I want a Wendy's Happy Meal, and I'm like, all right, let's get it. Here and there,
my kids love Wendy's, but
growing up, I had a hell of a lot more of that stuff than my kid has
absolutely.
had growing up.
Oh yeah. McDonald's was always my number one, but now it's like my number 5. Like, I don't know. McDonald's, I can't do it.
But I don't know.
Taco Bell is really the only fast food I go to.
I love Taco Bell. I have a weakness for Taco Bell. Cheesy gordita crunches.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so good.
I've been into the chicken chalupa lately.
Have you had the Mexican pizza since it's been back?
That's my absolute favorite item from Taco Bell. Yes, I have many of them.
Well, we're going off on our food. We always do that. Yeah. So,
right.
What else? What do we have here?
Well, I have another beer that I brought back. I went on vacation to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, like I mentioned a while ago, and I brought this back, and I finally brought it over to show you. So this is Iron Hill Brewery, and this is what's surprising about it. Iron Hill Brewery is almost like a chain, but they brew their own beers inside each individual one. They're in Delaware.
So
this one's Pennsylvania.
So Pennsylvania might taste completely different to Delaware. I mean, not completely, but
I don't know.
Could taste it, right?
I guess it could, but it's supposed to be the same, ingredients. Obviously,
the same schmame. I mean, you could have a batch 1 of something, and batch 2 tastes totally different too. So,
but I had 2 flights of their beers and a couple extra, and every beer was really, really good.
Yeah,
really good.
So you said you went there.
I went there. The food was awesome.
Okay.
The beer was awesome.
All right.
I spoke to a friend of mine who lives in Delaware, and he's like, dude, I got one like up the block, and I haven't been there yet. I didn't think it'd be any good. And I'm like, no.
Don't sleep on this one. Yeah.
You got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go. I actually did a little clip there. I had the cheesesteak egg rolls.
Oh.
Like I said, 2 flights of beers. And then I mentioned the show. I told the lady, I was like, yeah, I like to do in the flight. Because she's like, oh, would you like a pint? And I'm like, no, I want the flight.
Yeah.
I want to try everything. I do a show, and I want to, something's good. I want to talk about it. She's like, really? And she gave me all these samples, all these beers. Like I had everything on the menu that day. It was great.
Well, thank you so much if you're watching.
Thank you, Iron Hill
this.
Brewery. I mean, that's my new spiel.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on a show.
So let's play this clip that John had produced.
It's a couple, little under 2 minutes, but longer than what we're normal. But
good.
Watch me eat.
Yeah. Well, let's check it out.
Check it out.
What's going on, guys? It's John from Pub Suds and Grubs presents the Speakeasy. Today I am in Lancaster, Pennsylvania at a place called Iron Hill Brewery and Restaurant. This place is really cool. It's popping. There's a lot of people. I am with the family. I'm not going to flip the camera around to show everybody. There's too many people. On my flight, as you can see, I already drank 2 of them. I'm waiting for my food to come. But that's Philly Fanatic and IPA. This one is called the Black IPA. And I got some Philly steak egg rolls. I'm going to try these for you today. I'm going to start with the Philly Fanatic IPA. This is a New England IPA coming at 6.7%. That's really good. This might be the one I'm going to see if they have any to bring home for Ken to try. Now I'm going to try the Black IPA. No, I'm not racist. Wow, that's really good too. It's got a smoky flavor to it. I really like that. I think we need to do a Black IPA on the show. And now I am going to have my cheesesteak egg roll dipped in a little bit of ketchup. a little bit of horseradish mayo, and we'll give it a shot. That is really good. Wow. The meat in there is flavorful. The egg roll is crunchy. It's really good. I'm enjoying that. I'm going to finish up with the family here. They're all staring at me. The kids are laughing at me. I am going to finish up my meal and Iron Hill Brewery, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you're ever in the area, stop by. Peace.
Yeah, that was kind of long.
Yeah, it was kind of long. It was kind of long. And as you can see, I drank half of the beers while I was filming, but the place was rocking, man.
Yeah.
It was it was next to a college, so there was a lot of like college girls, and good-looking guys,
Yeah,
and girls, and
good-looking guys.
But this is called Philly Favorite. It's 6.7%.
Okay.
And,
Let's give this a whirl, man.
I'm gonna try. Cheers.
Oh, that's nice.
It's nice.
It's got that
Clean.
It's clean. It's got that crushable taste. You can put a couple of these down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good tailgating beer.
So I had a couple more that day that were a little bit better than this, but they didn't have them available in cans.
Yeah.
They only had crowlers.
Okay.
I didn't want to bring a crowler home because I was on vacation. So so I figured let me get a 4-pack of this, and it was good. It's got the Liberty Bell on. I see Rocky's gloves.
Nice.
And
Philly.
I'm a fan of Philly. I mean, Philly's a shithole.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No,
but
dude, let's go to Philly though. Let's check it out. I want to go we should go Tired Hands and go
you wanna
somewhere.
Hold each other's hand. You
I want to hold your hand. I want to go to Tired Hands.
Liberty Bell.
I want to get a Philly
Declaration of
cheesesteak
Independence.
and hang out.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Me and Jay, who's been on the show, we did that the one time. We went to Tired Hands.
And you got Russian River there too, right? Right outside.
Yeah, the Monk's Cafe.
And another half.
Yeah. Monk's Cafe we went to. Good food, Russian River products, and
Imprint. You got Imprint there as well.
oh yeah. It's been so long.
There's a lot of places around there.
Just schedule a day we all have off or something,
Let's do it.
and have a blast.
Right before our guys' vacation, so our wives will really hate us.
Isn't it funny how it works? It's like if you
Yeah.
plan something one week. So for instance, last week we went to see Tim Reynolds.
Yes. Oh, yes. We
saw-
didn't talk about that. Yes.
Oh, we'll talk about it in a second. And our friend Mike, which we didn't know if he was a fan or not, but he was just kind of, we just had planned it. It started with like 2 people that turned into 3 people to 4 people
Yeah.
to 5 people. And I did extend the invite to Mike
Yes.
at that point. But our friend Mike asked us to hang out that like 2 days after.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, God, I don't know. I don't know if I could do it. Because my wife is going to be like, wait, you were just out late 2 days ago, and you want to go out, and you know what's going to happen. You're going to be out late again. I'm like, it's not worth the argument for me.
Have a good time, man.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't think I'm going to be
Have a
able
beer
to
for
cut
me.
it.
You'll
Yeah.
see one day. One day you'll see.
Yes. Yeah. It's so unfortunately. Sorry, Mike. But it would have been a lot. He wanted to do. So basically, what he does.
I don't even know what he was asking us to go on. He
Okay.
gave us a train schedule. He's like, "You guys want to go out? We're gonna try." And then he gave us a train schedule. I was like, "Oh."
So our friend Mike has. So he does it every year with a group of people. So it wasn't like he was missing out because we weren't there. He still had a blast, I'm sure. And
us
he,
not being there really kind of changes the environment.
yes, that is true. But we never went to begin with, so. But they have a train schedule, and I don't know if they have a package or they know someone that works for the transit. But they basically take this one train line, and every stop on this train line, so they schedule it out.
Right.
Every stop of this train line, they have a bar that they go to.
That's crazy.
That's right near the train.
But you're time limited. You can only go into the bar for a certain time, then you gotta go back to the train.
Yes. So they're having like 1, maybe 2 beers at this one stop. So I had actually, they go right through the town where my old business was. And he's like, hey, we're going to be at this whatever spot. And so it happened that one time I got there. I'm like, dude, I'll try to get there as soon as possible. I got there and they were leaving. He's like, I'm sorry, man. We got.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, dude.
We gotta get on the train.
And
Sorry.
he's like, but we're going to this one bar. The train, it's the next town over. We're taking the train over there. I said,
Did you race the train?
yeah. I said, you know what? I I've been at that bar. It's not too far. It's a couple blocks away. So I met up with him there and hung out with some of his friends and stuff. And
I thought it was
cool.
a New York thing. I didn't even know they were in New Jersey.
No,
I thought they were
no,
going
no.
to New York.
No, it was in Jersey. It actually seems like a pretty chill.
That does sound like a pretty cool.
But just the timing, unfortunately, with everything, I'm
yeah.
like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cut that.
But we did. Every year we go out, with our
Yes.
our beer dealer Dom.
Dom comes
Jay,
out.
our guest Jay.
Dom hasn't come every year, but they come this year and maybe
Yeah.
2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, he was there. Yeah.
He didn't go last year, I don't think, but yeah, he was this year, and
Our third party here, Jay.
Jay, who's been on the show,
And,
another
his
friend
friend
Tom,
Tom,
yeah, and we
do South and Pine, right? We have some dinner at South and Pine.
yeah, we
in
went to South and
Morristown.
Pine in Morristown, New Jersey. It's BYOB, so we like to go there because we bring some cool beers.
Kenny made old fashions this year.
Yeah, I did a little thermos of old fashioned, brought it, and I don't
It
even
was
know
just me and you.
if you're really allowed to do that BYOB or not, but I do it. It's
BYOB.
Well, B is the beer.
No, is it?
Yeah, bring your own beer.
No,
But I don't know. I still do it.
is it? Bring your own.
I don't
beer?
know if you're allowed how much alcohol. Like wine is fine, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
because wine. People bring.
Wine
When you
is
say
fine.
BYOB, I think wine.
But alcohol like that is
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Whatever. Who cares?
It's like, but anyways, yes, I brought that. We had an amazing. Although they switched Tom and John's fish,
Yes.
everything else was right on the plate,
Yeah.
like the sides and all that. But
I ordered the Arctic char over some
Yeah.
kind of butternut squash, and Tom ordered the salmon over kimchi fried rice.
yeah,
And I got the salmon on top of my squash, and he got the Arctic char on top
Yeah.
of his fried rice.
and
It was still good.
It
though.
looked like for a second they were about to complain. I go to John. I'm like, well, do you like it?
I
He's
think
like,
I was halfway done with it when we.
Yeah, John's like, it's good.
It's
and,
good.
And Tom, I'm like, Tom, do you like yours? He's like, yeah, it's actually. I'm like, that who cares?
Yeah,
you
we're
know,
good.
just roll with it.
I'm good.
Yeah.
And we were already drinking, and it didn't matter. It probably
Yeah.
tastes the same when you're.
Fish, yeah, it's all gonna be
And then we walked down to the Homestead. What's it called?
Homestead?
Bar and Kitchen or Kitchen and Tap.
It's
or-
Homestead's on a side street to Hart Street there.
And
in
we watched
Morristown.
Tim Reynolds, the guitar player from Dave Matthews Band, and that was a cool show.
Yeah, it was cool. I'm not a Dave Matthews fan, but I will say, I mean, Tim Reynolds was kind of a fill-in for Dave Matthews, right? He wasn't necessarily a part of the.
He was an original part of the band.
Yeah, yeah.
And
was
he
kind-
came in a little bit later,
Yeah,
but he is now part of the band.
Yeah.
yeah.
the guy, he can play the shit out of that guitar, man.
Yeah, man.
He's freaking awesome, man.
Every song had no words
Wow, yeah, unless he did
until
covers.
he did a cover. Yeah,
Yeah.
he did like Riders on the Storm.
Yeah, he did
I think they
Riders-
did Led Zeppelin.
And they did I don't think he sang on it, but they did a Devachka.
I think the
cover.
bassist played, right? Sang.
Maybe.
Bassist sang a song, so.
Yeah, but I don't think it was that one. But the Devachka one, I just recognized the music
Okay.
from. Yeah, which a lot of people don't know that band. But if you ever watched Little Miss Sunshine, that's the soundtrack there.
Then we went to the laundromat, which is a speakeasy next door. Pretty cool. We had some old fashions.
Yeah, and we saw the
Beer,
band.
and the band was there.
The band was there. John goes up to
Wouldn't take a picture with me, but
John goes up. Who's it? The bassist? Or?
bassist. Yeah.
He goes to the bassist like, "Hey, do you mind if we take a photo with you guys?" They were off to the side, whatever, in another room or something, and they kind of said,
Well, he goes, "Give us a few minutes. Give us a few minutes." I was like,
Yeah.
all right. And then next thing, they never came back.
"Yeah."
Although I was sitting in the bathroom, I'm in the urinal next to the bass player. I'm like, I didn't want to be like, "Can I get that picture?"
Yeah, you want to take that?
But as he was
picture?
leaving, he fist pounded me, and I was like, "Did you wash your hands?"
Oh God.
Maybe I don't want the picture anymore.
Yeah, and that was cool. We had some
It was a good night. It was a
old
good night.
fashions there too.
Yeah, it was a good night.
Made a good old fashioned.
Very good night.
And the food was good.
That was a good old fashioned too.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again next year for 2023. Back to that.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're going to be doing something a little special today. I haven't cracked my Elmer yet. And I go to John. I said, maybe we could do our Elmer T Lee today. And
Have we done an Elmer T Lee on the show before?
we haven't done Elmer T Lee at all.
Never?
No.
Okay.
No. In fact, the only time I've actually tried it myself, I had it at a bar one time. I wasn't like, oh my God, this is the greatest bourbon ever.
Right.
So I was never like, oh my God, I need to open it now.
Okay.
It's good. Typically, I like higher proof stuff, you know?
What is this, a 90?
90, yes. So that's why I was never in a rush. I'm like, I prefer some higher proof stuff, you know. But
Do they make different kinds, or is that really the
it's
only
just
one?
Elmer T Lee. So this is another Buffalo Trace item.
Oh, okay.
So this would be like your Stag Junior or, you know, your
Right.
Blanton's so this is another line.
Okay.
Am I rubbing? Oh,
Yeah, you're rubbing a little bit.
my wire got hooked on the thing.
Rubbing a little bit on the microphone.
But yeah, so I will. I always, once again, I say this. I always get excited when I crack a bourbon on the show.
It's strange because I know I've heard the name Elmer T Lee, and if we haven't done it yet, where did I hear the name? Did they talk about it on Neat? Maybe.
Maybe,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we've brought it up, or Jay,
I
or
guess so.
one of us, or I brought it up at one point or something. But
What's the T stand for?
Thomas.
Thomas.
No, I don't know. I'm joking.
I'm prepared, man.
I have no clue what the T stands for, but
Terrific.
yes, hopefully for you. Like I said, I've tried it, but I think, in my honest opinion, I think John is gonna really like this one.
Really?
I know John's taste.
Do you? You know what I taste like?
He's a little salty, but this is a single barrel. It's a sour mash, which is pretty cool. Because I'm not always a fan of sour mashes, and I kind of really like this one. So, Kentucky, like I said, from Buffalo Trace Distillery, and did I say the proof? 90 proof, yeah.
90 proof, yep.
Yep. So let's give this one a drink. I don't want to say shot because some people are like, why don't you take a shot? You said shot.
A try. We'll give it a try.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very nice. There's no burn on the tongue.
No, what I tell you, I said it's gonna be smooth sailing for
That
you.
goes
this one.
right down.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So I just traded. I make trades once in a while. I traded a guy. I had a couple bottles of the Elmer T Lee. I traded this
You got a
guy.
guy? You got a guy?
Yeah. And he goes. He traded me some other things that I was looking for, and I got a Four Roses limited edition and everything. And he goes, "This is for my wife," and I was like, "Excuse me." He's like, "This is all she drinks. This is the only bourbon she drinks." So he
Which
was a
one?
bourbon guy, but he likes to share with her once in a
What,
while.
you traded him?
Yeah,
What'd
yeah.
you trade him?
An Elmer T Lee. I gave him an Elmer T Lee.
For an Elmer T Lee.
No, for a Four Roses limited edition. And a couple other
still
bottles.
gave you an Elmer T Lee.
No. A couple days later, I made a trade with someone else.
Oh, is this somebody totally different?
Yeah, I made two different trades. I made a trade a couple days later, and the guy he was looking for a couple bottles, and somehow in the equation, an Elmer T Lee was offered back to me, and I was like, all right, I'll take it. So,
It was the same one?
yeah. So whatever bottles I had, within a day or two, still had the same amount of bottles. So
Oh, that's good, man. That's
yeah, I'm like, sure.
It's like you traded for you got back.
I kind of it worked out for me because I like Elmer T Lee. I think I traded the Elmer T Lee for like Midwinters, which is another good. That's a rye, but it's a good one.
Oh, I like a good rye.
Yeah, the Midwinters Night Dram, which I think we had on a show kind of earlier on. But
With the water? That's nice.
Mhm.
I like
I
that.
don't need the water, man. I mean, it's just very smooth.
Yeah.
I mean, you can put that down easily.
That's scary.
Yeah. But Buffalo Trace, I mean, they know what they're doing. You know, they've been doing it for some
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
Any notes you can pick up on that, John?
Nope. It's not as sweet as the one we did last week.
A
Which
little bit,
was last year.
little caramel.
I was gonna say caramel,
Yeah.
and then I took it back. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
like, do I?
Do I? Don't be afraid. Say it. Whatever note you get is whatever note you get.
I'm afraid
man.
because I'm not a bourbon guy
Doesn't
like
matter.
you guys are, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna say caramel. You're
That
like, no,
doesn't-
it's not caramel. What's wrong with you?
It doesn't matter. Come on. You could be Jay and say that some beers taste like onion and cabbage. It's,
True. I guess I shouldn't feel so bad if I'm
Sorry,
like, oh,
Jay.
I taste caramel. No, you don't. It's vanilla.
No, if that's what you're tasting, it's your
You taste
palate.
lavender.
It's your palate, man. There's no reason to hold back.
This caramel is the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah. Like I said, there's no reason to hold back at all.
Oh, that's good. That's good stuff.
Yeah. I was trying to see if I get a little toffee on there. I'm
I
not
was
sure.
trying to see your face. I was like, oh, is he going to...
Oh, man. It is solid. It's good because you can actually... The one good thing, because it's not higher proof, is you can put a couple of
You can
glasses.
have a couple of them.
Yeah, chill out, hang out, and have a couple glasses. But
I know you don't like ice in yours. I'm wondering if it was chilled, how it would be. But
yeah, I mean, Jay has mentioned all the time that he's like,
Jay
I do
has,
my
yeah.
Blanton's with
right.
ice on the rocks.
I know you're a neat guy though. You don't do much on the rocks.
I don't know. The more the years have passed with me drinking bourbon, the more snobbier I become. So and I kind of just do it neat now most of the time. But I'll still take a swig of water here and there.
Yeah, right.
Just to get some of those other flavors.
But I think in the new year, I think we should. We're going to talk more about the bourbon. I know you got some ideas floating around in your head.
John feels that the bourbon doesn't get the attention it needs sometimes.
The bourbon's like the stepchild.
Yeah.
It's last.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
There's a few changes that we have discussed that we may want to do. But we're kind of just going to ease our way into them, though. We're not rushing into anything just yet.
No, we're not Russians.
We're not Russians, yes. Shout-outs.
We're going shout-out to Magnify Brewing again. Good stuff. You're always putting out stuff for the holidays.
Yes,
and that's
if you
pretty
do
damn cool. Man.
and they have... is that when the wing one comes out? Is during the Super Bowl?
Yes. We will get the wing. Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do wings again.
We'll get wings. We have more flavors we got to try from.
Man,
from that
we got to make sure they're all different flavors though, and do another wing
100%,
challenge.
100%.
Yeah.
What was the name of it? The pulled fork.
No. This was Marley's Gotham Grill.
Marley's Gotham Grill. That's right.
Shoot. All right, now I'm excited.
Yes.
2023 is going to be great.
Yes.
We're going to be just fine.
Yes. We'll be fat and drunk. Yes.
Anything that relating food makes us so excited. Why?
Shout out Iron Hill Brewery.
Yeah.
They are in mostly Delaware, Pennsylvania. Maybe they're like a BJ's Brew House. I don't know. But their beer is freaking phenomenal. And the cheesesteak egg rolls are awesome. My kids had pizza.
If you're Iron Hill, get their cheesesteak egg rolls.
Get a cheesecake.
And a cheesecake.
I wish they were closer to us.
Yeah.
But now I know where to go when I go to Lancaster on vacation.
Definitely.
Shout out to...
Buffalo Trace making that Elmer T Lee. Fantastic.
Yes. Elmer Thomas Lee.
Yes, Mr. Thomas. And he makes English muffins as well.
Shout out to all the celebrities you lost in 2022.
Yeah, man. I want to give a cheers to those. To
those
we've lost, to those we loved, and to those that we're going to meet in the future. Because, 2023 is going to be a great year, people.
It's going to be a great year.
Cheers, John.
Cheers.
And as always, cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.